Hello students, in this video we are looking at Unit 1, page 4 of our book. And because it's Unit 1, we are talking about self-introductions, the first time meeting somebody, giving information about ourselves, and asking questions and listening to information about other people. This is really important because it is the very first thing we do when we meet somebody or meet people using language. And so simple things like talking about where you're from, your home country, your hometown, your name, of course, giving maybe your information like your hobbies, your job, maybe your age or your birthday if you want, and also asking information from other people as well. Asking simple questions and listening to information from other people. So of course we have our introductions, and then we're always using the verb. The grammar this time will be the verb to be. So I am, she is, we are. But also listening, information questions. Listening is really important. Where are you from? I am from, and then listening to the answer. Reading will be later. We will look at some biographies or information about people. But before we begin, we have a little warm up with vocabulary and talking about where people are from. So a good way to practice is to look at flags and countries, okay? So underneath here we have different flags, 8 flags, and a list of countries as well. So we have, of course, the flags are here, and then the list of countries up the top. So the first country, A, is Australia. Second, Brazil. C, Canada. D, Germany. E, Mexico. F, South Korea. G, Thailand. And H, the US. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to match the country and the flag, and talk about the nationality as well, or how you say where you are from. So, for example, A, Australia, number 1, Australia. This flag also looks like a flag from Great Britain or New Zealand, but in this case, it is the Australian flag. Number 2, of course, is South Korea, okay, South Korea. Number 3, if you can guess, it is, if you look at the colors, green, white, and red, it is Mexico, Mexico flag. Of course, number 4 is very easy, the US or USA or United States. And next we have the very famous maple leaf flag, and that would be Canada, okay, Canada. The next is, of course, very famous South American country, Brazil, Brazil. Next one, number 7, could be a bit tricky, but of course it's a famous country in Asia, Thailand, Thailand. And finally, the final country is in Europe, and looks like maybe a Belgian flag, but we have to be careful. The country's colors are from Germany, Germany, okay? So, looking at the different countries, how can we say where we are from? For example, this country is Australia, so we would say, somebody might say, where are you from? I am Australia. No, we would say, I am Australian, Australian. So for example, how we would write that is Australian, like this, I-A-N, okay? Of course, if somebody says, where are you from? You would not say, I am Korea, I am Korea. No, I am Korean, Korean, okay. The next one, I am Mexico. No, I am Mexican, excuse me, Mexican. And the next one, I am from the US. I am, how would you say that? Maybe I am American. Okay, it changes completely, right? I am from America. I am American. American. Canadian. Okay, excuse me, my eyes. There's my eyes. Canadian. Next one, Brazil, Brazilian, Brazilian. It's good to practice how to say Brazilian. Now to be careful, just because it's Brazilian, Canadian, American, Mexican, but then we have Thailand, and we say Thaiyan, no, a Thai. Okay, so if you're from Thailand, you are Thai. Thai. Okay, just Thai. And finally, Germany, Germanian, no, we would say, I am from Germany, I am German. German. Okay, German. So for example, if somebody says to me, hello, where are you from? I would say, I'm from Ireland. And they would say, are you English? You said, no, I am Irish. Irish. So you have to be careful when we're saying our nationality. What is your nationality? I am Irish. You are wherever you are from. Okay? And underneath on this page, we can look as well. Maybe there is a little bit extra in terms of practicing the introduction. What's your name? I'm Minjin. Where are you from? I'm from South Korea. How about you? Or what about you? How about you is more polite. Okay? So once again, what's your name? Or nice to meet you. What's your name? Greetings. I'm Anthony. Where are you from? I'm from Ireland. How about you? Okay? So we can practice that when we're practicing our English, maybe an interview or speaking with other people in communication.